Welcome to our channel, where we honor and remember the Black celebrities who passed away in 2024. Every year, we say goodbye to iconic figures in entertainment, sports, and culture. In 2024, we lost influential individuals who touched the hearts of countless fans. From pioneering artists to history-making athletes, they left behind an unforgettable legacy. Join us as we explore their lives and careers, paying tribute to the incredible contributions they made to the world. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss the latest news and meaningful stories. Chance Perdomo, a promising and tumultuous artistic journey.
I can see at the touch of a button, and Kill by My Debt is a story based on different sides of the world. So yeah, it's been quite a year. Visual mediums are great tools to be able to get messages and...
March 29th, 2025, marked a heartbreaking day for fans and the film industry alike. Chance Perdomo, a young and incredibly talented actor, tragically passed away at the age of 27 in a devastating motorcycle accident. This news not only shocked those who admired him, but also represented a significant loss to the entertainment world, where he was steadily making a name for himself with remarkable performances. From Gen V to his other works, Chance proved that he wasn't just another rising star. He was a gifted actor with the power to captivate audiences with his natural talent. Chance Perdomo began his acting career with a few minor roles, but quickly caught the public's attention with his ability to portray characters with depth and nuance. His role in the 2023 series Gen V was a defining moment in his career, showcasing his exceptional ability to convey emotions, from light-hearted moments to intense internal struggles. This performance not only earned him recognition within the industry, but also cultivated a passionate fan base that closely followed and supported his every move. Despite his young age, Chance Perdomo demonstrated an extraordinary artistic vision. He didn't limit himself to acting. He explored other facets of the film industry, such as production and screenwriting. His deep passion for the craft was evident in his smart role choices and the projects he took on. Audiences could feel the dedication and enthusiasm he brought to every performance, making them eager to see what he would do next. Although Chance Perdomo's journey was just beginning, his legacy will live on in the hearts of his fans. His work will not just be remembered as films or TV shows, but as cherished memories of a talented actor who touched so many lives. Viewers will always remember his unforgettable scenes, heartfelt dialogues, and radiant smile. His sudden passing is not only a loss for his family and friends, but for the entire film-loving community who shared in his artistic journey. As news of Chance Perdomo's passing spreads, many are left heartbroken, mourning the opportunities and projects he never got the chance to fulfill. It's a sobering thought to imagine what he could have accomplished in the years to come. However, Chance's mark on the entertainment world remains undeniable. The world will never forget a talent like his, and the memories of him will forever live in the hearts of those who admired him. To honor his legacy, let's share our favorite moments from his work, and allow Chance Perdomo's talent to continue shining through the stories we tell. O.J. Simpson, a football legend and the face of a controversial trial.
12th, 1994. And let's just walk through them.
Well, first of all, this is very difficult for me because it's hypothetical. I know and I accept the fact, they're gonna...
On April 10th, the world witnessed the passing of O.J. Simpson after a long battle with cancer. He was 76 years old, leaving behind a complex and controversial legacy. Once an NFL legend with a stellar career, Simpson is more often remembered for the shocking murder trial that gripped America in the 1990s. From football glory to years of courtroom battles, his life was a series of unbelievable highs and lows that continue to spark debate to this day. O.J. Simpson began his football career with outstanding achievements, quickly rising to become one of the greatest players in NFL history. He played for the Buffalo Bills and later the San Francisco 49ers, making a name for himself with powerful runs, incredible speed, and an exceptional ability to read the game. In 1973, Simpson became the first player in NFL history to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season, an astounding record at the time. His athletic success earned him fame and admiration from millions of fans. However, that spotlight would eventually fade as personal controversies took center stage. Simpson's life took a dramatic turn in 1994 when he was charged with the murders of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ron Goldman. The case quickly became a national obsession, with the media covering every detail. His infamous slow-speed chase in a white Ford Bronco was broadcast live, drawing millions of viewers. The trial, which lasted over 9 months, became one of the most famous criminal cases in U.S. history. In the end, Simpson was acquitted, but the verdict remained highly controversial, dividing public opinion for years. Although he was found not guilty in the criminal trial, Simpson faced a civil lawsuit in 1997, where he was ordered to pay $33.5 million in damages to the victims' families. In the years that followed, his life continued to be marred by scandals and legal troubles. In 2008, he was sentenced to 33 years in prison for an armed robbery in Las Vegas, but was granted parole in 2017 after serving nearly a decade. From a sports icon and television personality to a legal figure shrouded in controversy, Simpson's life played out like a gripping, unpredictable drama. O.J. Simpson's death marks the end of a tumultuous chapter in American sports and pop culture history. He will be remembered in many ways. Some will see him as a football superstar, others as a former celebrity, and many as the central figure in one of the most controversial trials of all time. His legacy is not just about records on the field, but also the lasting impact he had on American history. What are your thoughts on O.J. Simpson's life? Share your opinions in the comments below. Louis Gossett Jr., a legendary actor and a symbol of resilience. On March 28th, Hollywood lost a true icon with the passing of Louis Gossett Jr. at the age of 87. His death leaves a profound sense of sorrow among fans and the film industry alike. More than just a talented actor, Gossett Jr. was a trailblazer for black actors in Hollywood. With a career spanning over 6 decades, he touched millions of hearts with his deeply emotional performances, most notably as Sergeant Foley in An Officer and a Gentleman, 1982, a role that made him the first black man to win the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Born in 1936 in Brooklyn, New York, Louis Gossett Jr. did not have an easy path to success. When he first entered the entertainment industry, he faced numerous barriers due to his race. However, with extraordinary talent and an unyielding spirit, he gradually carved out a place for himself, from Broadway stages to the silver screen. His role in An Officer and a Gentleman not only earned him an Oscar, but also reshaped Hollywood's perception of black actors, paving the way for future generations. He was more than just a performer. He was a symbol of perseverance and the fight for equality. Beyond film, Louis Gossett Jr. made a lasting impact on television. His performance in Roots, 1977, the groundbreaking miniseries about slavery, remains one of the most significant moments in American television history. He portrayed Fiddler with remarkable depth and authenticity, helping Roots become one of the most important productions in the representation of African American history. Throughout his career, he continuously chose roles that carried powerful messages, shedding light on social issues and inspiring audiences worldwide. Outside of acting, Gossett Jr. dedicated himself to philanthropy and social activism. He founded the Eracism Foundation, an organization aimed at eliminating racial prejudice and promoting unity among different ethnic groups. He also worked closely with youth education programs, sharing his life experiences to inspire future generations. To him, success was not merely about awards and fame, it was about using his voice to make a meaningful impact on society. The passing of Louis Gossett Jr. is a tremendous loss, but the legacy he leaves behind will endure. His films, lessons, and values will continue to inspire generations to come. He was not just a legendary actor, he was a warrior, both on screen and in life. Have you seen any of Louis Gossett Jr.'s films? Share your thoughts about him in the comments below. Hidayah Broadbent, a symbol of resilience in the fight against HIV/AIDS.
That room, because I was going to talk to you and I was going to address you. And to have that ability, AIDS is priceless, because I wasn't intimidated, nobody could. And so it was very empowering to be able to help so many other people.
On February 20th, the world lost a courageous warrior as Hidayah Broadbent passed away at the age of 39. For over 3 decades, she was more than just someone living with HIV/AIDS. She was a symbol of bravery, perseverance, and unwavering strength. Her passing leaves an immeasurable sense of loss among those who followed her inspiring journey. Hidayah dedicated her life to raising awareness about HIV/AIDS, breaking down societal stigmas, and bringing hope to millions worldwide. She refused to let the disease define her. Instead, she transformed it into a powerful force for positive change. Born in 1984, Hidayah Broadbent was diagnosed with HIV at just 3 years old, a time when HIV/AIDS was still shrouded in fear and misunderstanding. Back then, few believed that a child with HIV could survive into adulthood. However, Hidayah defied all medical expectations, becoming one of the first children to receive treatment and live with the disease. From a young age, she appeared on major television programs such as The Oprah Winfrey Show, Good Morning America, and CNN to share her story. Her powerful voice and determined gaze captured the hearts of millions, shifting the public perception of HIV/AIDS from a feared death sentence to a medical challenge that required education and awareness. Beyond television interviews, Hidayah Broadbent dedicated her life to global HIV/AIDS advocacy. She spoke at international conferences, collaborated with healthcare organizations, and participated in countless HIV prevention campaigns. Her powerful message, HIV is no longer a death sentence, but prevention remains key, helped reshape the way people viewed the disease. She openly discussed her struggles, the physical toll of the illness, and the emotional battles she faced, yet she always emphasized one crucial truth. People living with HIV deserve love, a fulfilling life, and to be free from stigma. No matter how strong she was, Hidayah still faced serious health challenges. In 2023, she suffered a heart attack, signaling a decline in her overall well-being. While the exact cause of her death has not been publicly disclosed, many believe that years of fighting HIV/AIDS had taken a severe toll on her body. Her passing is not just a loss to her family and friends, but to the entire community battling HIV/AIDS. For more than 30 years, Hidayah lived not only for herself, but for millions of others, people who found hope and strength through her story. Hidayah Broadbent leaves behind an extraordinary legacy. She proved that, even in the face of adversity, people can rise above their circumstances and create meaningful change. Her work not only raised awareness about HIV/AIDS, but also paved the way for a new generation, one that continues to fight against stigma and work toward a future where those living with HIV/AIDS are treated with dignity and compassion. Have you ever heard of Hidayah Broadbent? Share your thoughts in the comments and join us in honoring a fearless advocate who dedicated her life to a world free from HIV/AIDS stigma. Dexter King, the heir to Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy.
The only way to really vindicate all of these stories or them into an official forum, a court of law where witnesses can be cross-examined.
The passing of Dexter Scott King on January 22, 2024, is a tremendous loss for his family, the civil rights community, and all those who admired the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. He died at the age of 62 after a long battle with prostate cancer, leaving behind a life dedicated to the civil rights movement and the preservation of his father's legacy. Born into a family with a profound historical responsibility, Dexter King devoted his life to carrying forward the mission his father left behind, promoting the values of freedom, equality, and peace throughout the world. As the youngest son of Martin Luther King Jr., Dexter King not only carried a great name, but also faced the weight of history. When his father was assassinated in 1968, young Dexter was just 7 years old, but that tragedy left an indelible mark on his soul, shaping the path he would follow for the rest of his life. He attended Morehouse College, the prestigious institution where his father had studied, and soon realized that his duty was not only to honor his family's legacy, but also to continue the fight for justice and human rights. Though he did not directly participate in protests like his father, Dexter King chose a different path to safeguard the dream Martin Luther King Jr. had left behind. As the chairman of the King Center for Nonviolent Social Change, Dexter King made significant contributions to preserving and upholding his father's legacy. He fought to protect Martin Luther King Jr.'s name from unauthorized use while continuing to spread the message of peace and justice. He believed that the fight against racism and social injustice did not end with his father's generation, but remained an ongoing struggle in today's world. Through inspiring speeches and efforts in community education, he helped the world gain a deeper understanding of the civil rights movement's enduring significance. In addition to his role as an activist, Dexter King also explored the arts. He provided the voice for his father in the educational animated film Our Friend, Martin, a project aimed at helping younger generations learn about Martin Luther King Jr.'s life and philosophy. Beyond that, he authored books and participated in numerous initiatives to preserve the core values of the civil rights movement. Though he did not stand on the front lines like his father, he was an essential part of the ongoing fight for justice in his own way. Dexter King's passing leaves an immeasurable void, but his contributions will live on forever. He led a meaningful life, not just as the son of a legend, but as a guardian and advocate of Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy. What are your thoughts on Dexter King's contributions? Share your thoughts in the comments, and join us in remembering a man who dedicated his life to carrying forward the dream of peace, equality, and justice. Reverend William A. Lawson, an enduring icon of the civil rights movement.
Has been monumental. For those hoping to create similar change leadership in their community, what advice do you give them?
Words you used are words that are almost outdated.
The passing of Reverend William A. Lawson on May 14, 2024, at the age of 95, is a profound loss for the civil rights community and all those who have been influenced by the spiritual legacy he left behind. Throughout his life, he was not only a devoted pastor, but also a pioneering leader in the fight for justice and equality. As the founder of Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church in Houston, Texas, Reverend Lawson transformed the church into a vital hub for the civil rights movement, a place where dreams of social justice were nurtured and spread. Born during a time when racial segregation was deeply embedded in American society, William A. Lawson understood firsthand the injustices faced by the black community. With unwavering determination, he chose the path of ministry not only to preach, but also to awaken a spirit of activism among the people. The Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church he established was more than a place of worship. It became a symbol of hope and unity, attracting civil rights leaders who gathered there to organize and advocate for human rights. One of the most significant aspects of Reverend Lawson's life was his close relationship with Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. During the turbulent years of the civil rights movement, Reverend Lawson opened the doors of his church to Dr. King, turning it into a key gathering place for the fight against racial discrimination. He didn't just support the movement from a distance, he actively participated in marches, delivered speeches, and engaged in direct efforts to dismantle the social barriers that oppressed the black community. Beyond being a leader in the civil rights movement, Reverend Lawson was also a mentor and an inspiration to generations of activists. He believed that the fight for justice extended beyond protests. It had to be carried forward through education and a shift in societal awareness. For decades, he taught, spoke, and guided young leaders, ensuring that the torch of the civil rights movement would be passed down to future generations. Even in his later years, he continued to inspire, reminding everyone that justice and equality are not guaranteed, but must be fought for tirelessly. The passing of Reverend William A. Lawson marks the end of an era, but the legacy he leaves behind will endure forever. He was living proof that faith and courage have the power to transform society. What are your thoughts on Reverend Lawson's life and work? Share your reflections in the comments, and join us in honoring a remarkable man who dedicated his life to the pursuit of peace, justice, and human rights. Mandisa, the powerful voice of Christian music.
Welcome back, everybody. You're going to be so happy that you tuned in for this, so I'm just going to tell you. She made it all the way to the set. It seems like 2 lifetimes ago since you were on American Idol. But now she has Christian music charts, and we are so excited that she's here to sing for us this morning. Please welcome.
The sudden passing of Mandisa on April 18, 2024, at the age of 47, has left the global Christian music community in shock. With her powerful voice and inspirational songs, Mandisa was not only a talented singer, but also a symbol of faith and resilience. Rising to fame on American Idol, she quickly made her mark in the music industry with hits that conveyed profound messages of faith, hope, and overcoming adversity. Although the cause of her death has not been disclosed, her loss leaves a significant void in the hearts of her fans. From her early days in the arts, Mandisa distinguished herself with her powerful voice and captivating performance style. Appearing on the 5th season of American Idol, she quickly drew attention with her emotionally rich singing and ability to convey powerful messages through her songs. Though she did not win the competition, the show provided her with the opportunity to advance her career and become one of the most beloved Christian music artists. Mandisa's musical journey is not just a story of success, it is also one of overcoming personal challenges. Throughout her career, she frequently spoke about her struggles with depression, battles with weight issues, and the difficulties she faced in life. Songs like Overcomer, Strong. Though she has left this life, the legacy she created will forever live on in the hearts of her audience. She was not just a singer, she was a true warrior, an inspiration through her life and music. Have you ever listened to Mandisa's songs? Which of her songs touched you the most? Share your feelings in the comments so we can collectively remember a voice that reached so many souls with powerful and hopeful melodies. Sidney Poitier, The legend who broke Hollywood barriers.
Why'd you two come here? To ask you about Mr. Colbert. Let me understand this.
Sidney Poitier, one of the greatest icons in world cinema, passed away on January 6, 2022, at the age of 94. He was not only a talented actor, but also a trailblazer who paved the way for future generations of black artists. Born into a poor family in the Bahamas, Poitier grew up facing the harsh realities of racial discrimination in America, but never let that hold him back from chasing his dreams. With extraordinary determination and outstanding talent, he became the first black actor to win the Academy Award for Best Actor for his role in Lilies of the Field, 1963, marking a pivotal moment in Hollywood history. Poitier's career began in the 1950s, a time when Hollywood often relegated black actors to minor or stereotypical roles. However, he refused to be typecast, choosing roles that portrayed intelligence, strength, and dignity. Films such as The Defiant Ones, 1958, A Raisin in the Sun, 1961, and especially Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, 1967, helped Poitier shatter long-standing barriers in American cinema. He not only delivered outstanding performances, but also changed public perceptions of black characters on the big screen. Beyond acting, Poitier became a symbol of the fight for equality. During the height of the American Civil Rights Movement, he stood alongside great leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., participated in protests, and used his influence to speak out against injustice. He even faced threats for his activism, but never backed down. His roles on screen were not just about entertainment. They carried powerful messages of equality and justice, helping to shift societal attitudes in America. Throughout his career, Poitier received countless prestigious awards, not only for his contributions to film, but also for his impact on society. In addition to his Oscar, he was honored with a Golden Globe, a BAFTA, and many other accolades. In 2002, the Academy awarded him an honorary Oscar for his immense contributions to cinema. In 2009, he received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the U.S., further cementing his influence beyond the arts and into politics and social justice. Although he is no longer with us, the legacy Sidney Poitier left behind will never fade. His films remain masterpieces, and his story of perseverance and courage continues to inspire generations. Without Poitier, Hollywood might have taken decades longer to embrace racial diversity. Stars like Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, and Will Smith have all acknowledged that Sidney Poitier paved the way for them to make their mark in the film industry. His passing leaves a significant void in the hearts of his fans, but it also serves as a reminder of an immortal legend. Have you ever watched a Sidney Poitier film? Which one left the biggest impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's honor a man who changed both Hollywood and American society forever. Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther legend and a symbol of strength.
Congrats on 21 Bridges. It sounds
Thank you.
like a pretty intense film. What can you tell me about it?
Intense. It's essentially we're looking for the bad guys. They've killed 8 cops. Those are.
Chadwick Boseman, a talented movie star and cultural icon, passed away on August 28, 2020, at the age of 43. His death came as a great shock to fans worldwide, especially since no one knew that for the past 4 years he had been silently battling colon cancer. Without ever revealing his condition, Boseman remained dedicated to his craft, completing blockbuster films even while enduring painful treatments. The hero he portrayed on screen was a reflection of who he was in real life: resilient, powerful, and full of determination. Boseman was born and raised in Anderson, South Carolina. From a young age, he had a passion for the arts, but his journey to Hollywood was far from easy. After graduating from Howard University, he began his career with small television roles before gaining attention for his portrayal of Jackie Robinson in 42, 2013, and James Brown in Get On Up, 2014. However, it was his role as T'Challa in Black Panther, 2018, that catapulted him to global stardom. The film was not only a massive box office success, but also a historic milestone, bringing a black superhero to the forefront and inspiring millions of people around the world. Beyond his talent as an actor, Boseman was known for his integrity and kindness. Even while battling a terminal illness, he took time to visit children with cancer, bringing them joy and motivation as they faced their own struggles. Few people knew that during the filming of Black Panther, Avengers: Infinity War, and Avengers: Endgame, he was secretly undergoing surgeries and chemotherapy. Without a word of complaint, and without hesitation, he gave his all to deliver outstanding performances. Following his passing, colleagues and fans expressed profound grief and admiration. Fellow Marvel actors such as Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Lupita Nyong'o praised him not only as an extraordinary artist, but also as an incredible human being. In honor of Boseman's legacy, Marvel Studios decided not to recast the role of T'Challa in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, ensuring that his impact would never be forgotten. His influence continues to live on, not just in cinema but in the hearts of those who admired him. Chadwick Boseman left behind not only unforgettable performances, but also a legacy of perseverance and courage. He proved that true strength comes not just from physical power, but from an unbreakable spirit. For those who have seen Black Panther, the image of him raising his fist and proudly declaring, "Wakanda forever," will remain an everlasting symbol. What about you? Are you a fan of Chadwick Boseman? Share your thoughts and join us in remembering this legendary icon. John Singleton, a visionary director and his lasting legacy.
WA and ACE's album, and I said, I'm going to make this movie. It's going to be called Witness Screenplay. And I don't have a computer of my own, so I have to write the computer lab at USC, which is like a collective,
John Singleton, a talented director and a trailblazer in Hollywood, passed away on April 28, 2019, at the age of 51 after suffering a stroke. His passing was not only a great loss to the film industry, but also deeply mourned by those who admired his work. Singleton was more than just a filmmaker. He was a pioneer who opened doors for black directors in Hollywood. He laid the foundation for a new generation of filmmakers, bringing authentic stories about African American life to the big screen, a perspective that had rarely been explored in depth before. Born on January 6, 1968, in Los Angeles, Singleton grew up in the tough neighborhoods of South Central, where gang violence and social injustice were everyday realities. These first-hand experiences became the inspiration for his groundbreaking film Boys and the Hood, 1991, a cinematic masterpiece that not only redefined his career, but also left an indelible mark on the film industry. The movie sparked a cultural movement and made history by earning Singleton an Academy Award nomination for Best Director at just 24 years old. He became the first black filmmaker to receive this nomination and remains the youngest person ever to be nominated in this category. Following the massive success of Boys and the Hood, Singleton continued to prove his talent with a series of films that carried his signature storytelling style, including Poetic Justice, 1993, Higher Learning, 1995, Rosewood, 1997, and Baby Boy, 2001. He fearlessly tackled hard-hitting issues such as racial discrimination, violence, and social injustice, presenting raw and unfiltered perspectives that few dared to depict at the time. In addition to his socially conscious films, Singleton also ventured into mainstream cinema with hits like Shaft, 2000, and Too Fast, Too Furious, 2003, further expanding his influence in Hollywood. Beyond being an exceptional director, Singleton was also a dedicated mentor, guiding and uplifting many young black talents in the industry. He played a crucial role in launching the careers of actors like Ice Cube, Tyrese Gibson, and Regina King. His legacy is not only found in the films he created, but also in the people he inspired. Singleton firmly believed that cinema could be a powerful tool for change, a platform to tell the stories that the world needed to hear. John Singleton's passing left an irreplaceable void in the world of filmmaking. Though he is no longer with us, his work continues to stand the test of time. His films remain iconic in the realm of socially conscious cinema, and his name will forever be associated with the values he championed. What about you? Which John Singleton film left the biggest impression on you? Share your thoughts and join us in honoring this legendary filmmaker. Quincy Jones, a music legend, and his everlasting legacy. On July 25, 2024, the music world mourned the passing of Quincy Jones, one of the greatest music producers of all time. At the age of 91, he closed the chapter on a legendary life, leaving behind more than 6 decades of relentless dedication to the arts. His career not only made an impact on the music industry, but also extended into film, television, and humanitarian efforts. With 28 Grammy wins out of 79 nominations, Quincy Jones was not just a hitmaker, he was a pioneer who helped shape modern music. Born in 1933 in Chicago, Quincy Delight Jones Jr. had a difficult childhood. Growing up in poverty, he found solace in music and quickly showed an extraordinary talent for the trumpet. In his early years, he had the opportunity to work with jazz legends like Ray Charles and Dizzy Gillespie. From a trumpet player, Quincy transitioned into composing and producing music, a turning point that launched him into the dazzling spotlight of the global music scene. When people talk about Quincy Jones, they cannot overlook his iconic collaboration with Michael Jackson. He was the mastermind behind 3 of the King of Pop's legendary albums: Off the Wall, 1979, Thriller, 1982, and Bad, 1987. Thriller was not just a successful album, it became the best-selling album of all time, elevating Michael Jackson to superstardom. Quincy Jones was more than just a producer. He was a mentor, a visionary, who blended multiple genres to create timeless melodies. Beyond music, Quincy Jones made a profound impact on the film and television industry. He was involved in producing and composing scores for numerous films, including The Color Purple, 1985, which earned 11 Academy Award nominations. He was also the creative force behind the hit TV series The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which helped launch Will Smith's career in Hollywood. With his limitless creativity, Quincy played a crucial role in reshaping global entertainment. As a black artist working in the music industry since the 1950s, Quincy Jones faced countless barriers and prejudices. However, he never stopped fighting to create equal opportunities for other black artists. Beyond his artistic contributions, he was also a passionate activist, participating in numerous charitable programs and human rights movements. He was a key figure in organizing the legendary charity single We Are the World, which raised funds to combat poverty in Africa. Quincy Jones's passing leaves an irreplaceable void in the hearts of fans and fellow artists. His contributions will continue to inspire generations of musicians to come. The melodies he created will echo through time, proving that legends never truly fade. They simply transform into eternal notes in the hearts of millions of music lovers. Do you have any memories or thoughts about Quincy Jones? Leave a comment and join us in honoring this legendary figure. We sincerely thank you for taking the time to watch and support our channel. Your interest is a great motivation for us to continue bringing meaningful content, honoring and remembering the famous individuals who have left a lasting impact on the public. Stay with us, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any unforgettable stories. Once again, thank you so much. We hope you have a meaningful experience while watching our content.